podcasting from eHealth New South Wales. This is Let's Talk eHealth.
Welcome to episode 1 of eHealth New South Wales podcast, giving you an insight into what we do. Today we're meeting our iTOC team, also known as Integrated Transition of Care Solution, to learn more about who they are, what they do and how they do it, and why they exist. Joining me today is Kevin Sam from eHealth New South Wales and Amy Manos, one of the clinical advisors working as a co-product owner on this project, and she's based at Western Sydney Local Health District. Welcome, guys.
Thanks, Hannah.
Thanks, Hannah.
Kevin, first to you, what is iTOC?
Well, iTOC aims to further connect and share information between the intensive care unit specialized systems and other hospital electronic systems, such as the electronic medical record, also known as EMR.
And why is this important?
Well, iTOC is important because it reduces the need for clinicians to manually transcribe medication orders from one electronic system to another, therefore reducing risk of human error. For example, when a patient no longer requires treatment in the intensive care unit, they get transferred to another ward. The doctors will now be able to use a tool to transfer the patient's medication orders to the electronic ward system. This tool translates the medication orders for the new system, making it easier for doctors.
Right, and who is involved in iTOC at eHealth?
iTOC really is a true demonstration of collaboration with other groups within eHealth New South Wales, with people working on it from EMR Connect, clinical repositories and integration, and clinical application services in service delivery, as well as clinicians from across New South Wales participating in the design working group.
And why was iTOC introduced in the first place, Kevin?
Well, iTOC was introduced for a few reasons. Firstly, the time when patients move between ICU to other wards is a critical point in their hospital stay, where greater attention is required to ensure a smoother transition and continuity of healthcare. This is a time when their medical records, treatment plans, medication details need to move from the ICU system to those used on the wards. At the moment, this process requires manual transcription. By making it digital, not only is this process easier for the hospital staff, but it's safer for patients as it reduces the risk of manual error. Secondly, another challenge recognized by not only eHealth New South Wales, but also across international medical teams, is the need for easier and faster sharing of clinical information between systems. In other words, getting technology to talk to each other. So iTOC was introduced to start tackling both areas after consultation with clinicians and technical experts, to improve the safety and quality of medication management when a patient is moving between ICU and wards.
And where are we at with rolling out this system across hospitals?
We are nearing the end of development work and getting closer each day to pilot iTOC at Gosford Hospital ICU, which will likely be in October or November.
Amy, who has collaborated with you on this project?
So we have an iTOC design working group, which is made up of clinicians and experts from across New South Wales Health. The design working group uses a human-centred design approach to inform and design the iTOC solution.
Right, and what has human-centred design been able to come up with?
So the human-centred design team worked with clinicians in ICU by interviewing and following them around the unit to understand the best way that our solution can help them. So this exercise allowed us to plan and draft, and then as the design matured, we completed multiple rounds of usability testing with the clinicians, and we used those insights to then advance the design to where it is now.
And what has that feedback been like?
Feedback has been really encouraging, with a lot of positivity and at some times surprise at what we've been able to achieve, considering the monumental problem that we are tackling. The constructive feedback provided by our clinicians has helped us navigate towards a better solution.
That's great. And Kevin, how long has the team at eHealth New South Wales been working on iTOC?
Well, we wanted to initially investigate tackling the challenge of sharing information between ICU and other electronic systems. A key point is that we wanted to go beyond what is usually done, which is displaying information, which then the clinician has to read, and then perhaps rekey into the other system. We wanted to really assist clinicians to deliver healthcare by moving medication order information in a way that is understood by another electronic system and slots directly into a clinician's workflow. This level of communication between the two systems is very ambitious and even may be breaking new ground at an international level. So a proof of concept was commenced mid-2018 to see if technically this was something that could be done. We successfully demonstrated that with the right assistance and partnerships, we could achieve this between two other projects introduced at eHealth, ERIC and eMeds. At a technical level, This then led on to the current project underway, which aims to pilot a solution to assist with the transfer of medication orders when a patient is ready to leave the ICU to a ward somewhere else in the hospital.
Right. And Amy, how does iTOC contribute to care across New South Wales?
There are three main areas in which iTOC will be assisting clinicians to deliver their care. Firstly, it aims to improve patient safety. Healthcare is a fast-paced environment and decisions are made based on the information available. Currently, clinicians are having to look at lots of different systems to find out the full picture about a patient. Enhancing that interoperability between the electronic systems means that it'll be much easier and considerably faster for the clinician to have medication order and allergy information from both systems in the one place. So knowing the full picture through easy access to the patient's information can potentially change the course of that decision. Secondly, iTOC aims to improve clinician efficiency by enhancing the connection between the systems. Clinicians are focused on providing safe care to patients. Individual and organisational processes are put in place to reduce potential patient safety risks related to suboptimal interoperability. Unfortunately, though, these processes are often quite time-consuming for the clinicians, time which could have otherwise been spent on delivering high-quality care to the patient directly. An example of this is where some hospitals have actually had to remove a doctor from clinical duties to focus on medication reviews and transfer processes for patients being transferred from the ICU. So iTOC aims to make the medication transfer easier to reduce the administration burden on the clinicians. And then thirdly, we really hope that the iTOC will improve the clinician experience by improving the way that they interact with our systems and making their work easier.
Well, it certainly sounds impressive and very much needed in our hospitals. Kevin, how does iTOC fit within the eHealth New South Wales overall strategy?
Well, not surprisingly, iTOC fits very nicely with Horizon 2 of the eHealth strategy, which focuses on integration. We are further connecting patient information kept within existing ICU and hospital electronic medication management systems, so clinicians can more effectively and efficiently deliver care across a patient's journey within a hospital. iTOC is also using contemporary technology to create a foundation for future eHealth clinical integration projects.
Right, and Amy, you're now based at Western Sydney LHD, but you're still working on this project. Just for some context, can you explain why that is?
Yeah, absolutely. So as eHealth New South Wales first accredited trainee through the Royal Australasian College of Medical Administrators last year, I was given the opportunity to work as a co-product owner on this project, given my experience as a clinician and also having used the systems that we were integrating. Despite rotating to Western Sydney LHD for my training, I've continued to be connected to iTOC as it is such an exciting and important project.
It certainly sounds important. Guys, what's next for iTOC?
Well, the current focus is to wrap up the first phase of development and work closely with Gosford so clinicians can start using iTOC in the hospital. At the same time, we want other hospitals to benefit from iTOC, so we're also actively working on this. We also have plans to enhance iTOC to assist clinicians with medication orders for patients going into the ICU from the ward. Eventually, we want the patient's medication details to flow both ways, whether they're entering or exiting the ICU from other wards in a hospital.
Amy and Kevin, thank you for sharing your work with us today. It certainly sounds like it's been a great partnership with eHealth New South Wales and LHDs. And for the listeners, if you want to learn more about iTOC, head to the eHealth New South Wales website and search for iTOC. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Hannah.
Thanks, Hannah.
Thanks for listening to Let's Talk eHealth New South Wales. If you enjoyed the show and want to learn more, visit www.ehealth.nsw.gov.au.